how's it going? You guys like Spartanum so far?
It's good?
Good?
Is it good?
Come on! How we doing?
Alright. Oh, we got one. Alright.
Hey, girls.
Oh, we got two.
Hey, Sadie. Hey, Alyssa. Hey, Katie. Can you believe it's our last Spartanum?
No.
Alright, so this skit is based on the Monty Python for Yorkshire event skit.
Who thought that 4 years ago we'd all be sitting on stage here at Spartanum?
Oh, freshman year seems so long ago. Things were different.
We were happy, although things were a little, they were a little rough.
Because things were a bit rough, I was told that if everything is perfect, nothing is actually perfect. Very true.
Yes, yes, wise person who said that.
Unlike these freshmen who think that every little thing is the end of the world.
Oh, and they have it so easy.
You're telling me.
In my day, your cell phone had to be not on, not used, not visible. There was no taking it out in class to look up answers.
If you wanted to look something up, you had to walk upstairs.
Upstairs, there and back, just to get to the computer lab. Now they just roll the computers into your classroom. Like, here, have a MacBook. Change the screensaver to your face all distorted. For One Direction, they even have free Wi-Fi that's unlocked and works 24/7.
Hey, it doesn't work 24/7. The freshmen still struggle. They don't have it that easy. Our pool is like the only one in Western Mass that still has 4 lanes. And you guys had good school lunches with white bread and ice cream. And Rice Krispie treats.
Wait, you're still a freshman. What are you doing here?
No, just go.
Get out of here!
Here.
Go to the school? Really?
See, perfect example. These freshmen think they're entitled to everything, including getting involved in our Spartanum skit without even asking.
Who would even invite her? Don't even get me started on the detention that these freshmen have.
Just the other day, I heard one of those youngins talking about a detention. Apparently, the 3-hour detention consists of sitting in Mr. Eckstein's room. They even get breaks.
3 hours? That's ridiculous. When I was a freshman, we had Saturday detentions that lasted for days.
You know, we were outside. Snow, heat, rain, we endured.
At least outside we would have had some light.
There are just some things you don't want to see. My attentions included cleaning the lunchrooms.
The lunchroom? You know the lunch ladies clean the
There
lunchroom.
was no lunch ladies when I was a freshman. It was exhausting having to clean up after lunch.
Well, we used to have to run around and around the quicksand track until our feet bled.
And all we ate for lunch was that ABC gum that we scraped
Around
off
and around,
the table
we ran with no
our
shoes.
tongues.
When I was a freshman, we didn't even have a real track.
We had a gravel track that didn't even have lights. You used to have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then you would go film, go to detention, then go film for the TV studio for the football game, which was in the middle of a Saturday. You'd get a sunburn, then you would crawl on your hands and knees through the chorus room to get to the closet where the studio was. All 36 of us crew members hauled up in there with no furniture, half the floor was missing, we were all huddled together for fear of falling.
Hey, you were lucky to have a room. After working and cleaning the lunchroom, you had to work in band concerts in the corridor with no instruments.
We would have loved to have chemistry class in a corridor. We were outside. Would have been a palace to us. We had to go and work in a lake.
You were lucky to have a lake. There were 150 of us riding in a shoebox in the middle of the road.
Cardboard box?
Yep.
You were lucky. When the freshman studio was being built, we used to work in a paper bag in a septic tank. We used to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, clean the paper bag, kill a rat in detention, then you would have to go to class 14-hour days, week in, week out for failing grades, and then at the end of the day, the teacher would break us over the head with a cell phone.
Luxury. We used to have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, go to school, go to class, go to the lab, drink a cup of sulfuric acid, and then after school we'd have to run around and around the quicksand track. And then after, the track coach would beat us to sleep with a broken track shoe if we were lucky.
Well, of course we had it rough. We used to have to get up at midnight out of the shoebox to clean the road. Then we ate 2 pieces of cold gravel for breakfast. We climbed 200-story tall trees to get to the computer lab on the 2nd floor, where we would translate Spanish with Sen Right for 24-hour days. And then our teacher would slice us in 2 with a bread knife.
Right. We had to get up at 10 o'clock at night, half an hour before we went to bed. Worked 29 hours cleaning the lunchroom, and working in band concerts in the corridor with no instruments. Then our teachers would murder us each night in cold blood and dance about on our graves and sing hallelujah.
Ridiculous.
And you try to tell the freshmen that these days, they won't even believe you.
You're right. I don't believe you.